All right, let's jump in here and play a little First Descendant. Work on some story progress.
Oh, I don't have
Fall off
Bunny no
some
more. I
cliffs.
can't be jumping.
Fall off some cliffs. Plummet to our doom.
Listen, I don't have Bunny anymore. This is my first time playing Lepic.
Well, I mean, gravity still
in a
works the
minute.
same, so.
Not when it comes to Bunny.
I mean, he can double jump too. He's got hops.
Yeah, whatever. Say what
Okay.
you want. He's heavy. He's solid. Oh yeah, I need to figure out all the stuff again.
Well, I think we can skip these first. I think we did these 2 missions already, and we've got. These won't be pink. These are the ones we were farming last night to just hit that level 40 on Young Rabbit.
Yeah, no, I see pink, so I'm going towards like the furthest one, so we can kind of like
Go for
work
it.
our way,
Yeah.
I guess.
Finish up.
Oh.
I don't like this zone, and can't wait to be free of it. Meanwhile,
I don't like it.
after
Meanwhile,
speaking with Jenny with an eye earlier,
ooh, tell
I
me.
wanted to just float by for conversational purposes.
Okay.
How do you feel about the level of petty of like, oh hey, your ex has you're on better terms than you've ever been. They're either like it's been so long that like the wounds are starting to close, or they finally started paying child support consistently for the past 4 years, or whatever the situation may finally be. But they went from being when you were younger, like in your early 20s, they were like, oh, they were skinny and super healthy and always walking around in skinny jeans and V-neck shirts and looking all slender and slim, and then hanging out in the gym and being super gym based. And then they get into their mid-20s and it's like, yeah man, I'm such a gym bro, and I guess I'll start paying my child support and carrying on now, I guess, whatever. And they're not consistent, and it takes you to threaten a judge and push them to make them do stuff like that. Or they're not spending time with their children. I don't want to seem like it's always a child support situation, but whatever. And then you find out as you start reaching your 29, your 30, your 31, or he's 29, 30, and 31, bro done fooled around and got fat. Is it the wrong kind of petty to be like, yes, if you're their ex?
No.
The barrier's gone, right?
No,
We can go to
never.
the gate.
And here's the thing. I can say that because I'm chunky right now. This is not my normal state of being. And it's funny because like I saw my ex that he got chubby too. And I'm like, haha, well that's fine. And he's in a relationship and everything. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm just like, okay, wait, did that mission just end?
Yeah, we joined in the
We
last
just show up
minute.
at the right time?
Got the kill and moved on. Quick progress.
Okay, damn, I hate this place. How do I get over there?
Gotta ride this little blue platform here.
What? You always find these blue platforms. Where are these blue,
No,
alleged blue platforms? Oh, okay, I see you.
I'm unfortunately familiar with this area because that mission we just did is a very good farm
Oh, yeah.
for the blue brains on hard mode to make the whatchamadoodles to reset your level and all that good nonsense.
Okay. But yeah, no, I mean, listen, if somebody's put you through hell for a time, I think the rules are different. Oh
Bye.
god, I thought I was gonna fall.
Well, you
I
know
feel
me.
like
I'm a certifiable monster. I have no problem wishing, curses and blights upon someone's family and declaring a blood
yeah, but that's the
feud
thing.
over
You're not
something like that.
wishing anything on the dude. He just happened to put himself in that position.
I would actively wish chaos and destruction upon my ex. Like, I truthfully hope rabid jaguars rip you and your family apart. Like, I'm merciless with it.
Listen,
even if
I'm not
it was my fault.
above that either. Yeah. I try not to. I really, really, really try hard to be a better person. And I don't wish anything, but I'm like, listen, the way I word it, because they always say it's all in the wording when you manifest, right?
Yeah,
so I always
I hope
say,
daggers pierce your face. But yeah, go ahead.
well, I always say in my mind, I hope he gets what he deserves. And so I just leave it at that. Now, from my understanding, I don't think he's had such a great thing. But if somebody isn't paying you child support and shit, and you're just like had it, it's like I feel like that's free game.
I can't get anything passed on people that wrong me. I don't care if it's a relationship, a family member, a business partner, or somebody who said, "Hey man, can I get a stick of that Fruit Stripes gum back in 3rd grade?" I don't care what it is. I have forgiveness issues. Straight up, I don't do it. And since it's mostly because I don't forget things. And so we'll forget things like that. I'll forget things like the quadratic equation in a heartbeat, like almost immediately after learning about it. But I'm
more like the person like
or villainy. I don't know what it is, but I got it.
I don't know either. I'm kind of jealous because I'll be like, there's two sides. It's like, okay, I want to forgive. I want to be a better person. I want to rise above. But then it's like, I'll say, yeah, sure, I forgive, but I really don't forget. And you can see some like always residual unforgiveness in the relationship.
I knew it.
And that goes for friendship. That goes for family. I wish I could be better. I really try.
If I can't forget, I will not forgive. Like, I will remember that stuff constantly, whatever it is, and it'll bother me for generations. So all I can do is just
enemy troops dispatched.
Take all that
I'll take care of the ones that
loathing
got away.
and put it on you, whoever you may be. Like I said,
you know what, my brother told me something today. He was like, because there was a situation and like
Loading.
I was basically telling him that like, well, I just don't want to make that person feel bad, but I also, don't want to go against my beliefs and my my morals, I guess you can say, or just my what would you call it, like
scruples? I don't know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, whatever. Like, if I'm saying something, like if I'm against Doritos, right, and then someone's like, I'm totally not. But if I was against Doritos, I can't find the other pink one. Is it up?
I don't know.
There's one like, okay, let's just walk over here because I got that left. I thought it was gonna be over here.
They don't appear pink to me. I've cleared this one, so I cannot help it.
Okay, my bad. Oh, how do I run? I forgot which thing I made to run. And homeboy is just slow as a mug. Okay, but yeah, I forgot.
They're clearly scouts, but there's
Oh, that's fun.
something's not.
Wait, why am I glowing?
Looking at the way they're just running at us, I don't think they have a real commander.
Okay.
All your uses
But,
is overclock.
Anyways, he said basically, like, if the other person isn't thinking about you in the making of their decisions, knowing or just thinking of enough knowledge to know, like, oh, this will bother them, but I'm still going to do it. Like, why would you feel bad about making the decision you're making? So it's like they weren't thinking about you. So don't feel bad, like, because that's like saying, oh, if I touch the oven, it's going to be hot, knowing that. And then you touch it and you're like, well, I expected it to not be hot all of a sudden. That doesn't make any fucking sense. So
no, that is crazy talk.
But that's it's almost kind of the same. It's like, hey, like if somebody was like, oh, I'm gonna eat the sandwich, the BLT or whatever the fuck it is in the fridge that somebody else's. I know they really want it, but I'm really hungry, and I know they're not gonna be happy, but like, fuck it. And then all of a sudden they come home and they're like, where the fuck is my sandwich? And you're like, oh, I ate it. And they're all mad at you, and you're like, why are you so mad? It's like, dude, you knew, but you did it anyway. So don't be upset that they're upset. So, is pettiness really petty, or is that the right answer? We don't know.
I
Also, I'm down.
genuinely think it's right. Oh, we can't even do this outpost because we're still technically in this guy's mission.
Enemy troops dispatched. I'll take care of it
Now
once
we
I got
can
away.
do this thing because we cleared the mission that we walked into.
I need a better gun. What is happening?
All right,
Oh,
everyone
what
stop
am I
shooting
doing?
me.
Ah, he's killing me. This dude is so slow. He's so
The tamer
slow.
literally reduces your movement speed.
Does it?
Yep.
Why didn't you tell me that?
Because it
I'm
shoots
dying.
like a monster. Oh, I'm about to be dying. Because like if you're fighting something that like a what do they call them, a colossus or whatnot, it just pours out bullets all day long. Very
I just
good.
gotta jump around. Jump around. Jump, 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 jump. You bitch.
That, thanks.
How do I stop doing my
Yay.
thing? Alright.
Amorphous pattern 33. I don't know what that's for. But we got it.
But anyways, yeah, that's what, you can argue if we're like in debate club and they're like, is pettiness the wrong or right way to go about life? You could argue that it's the right reaction, and you have every right to act like a petty fool.
Well, what gets me is people always say, alright, so your ex is fat now, and you're supposed to be like, not thinking about them, like, oh, they're living rent-free in your head. You gotta let that shit go. But what if the misery of another person genuinely brings me joy? Marie Kondo says if it doesn't spark joy, you just tidy it up
But
and get
is
rid of
it
it.
joy or is it vengeance at that point? You
I don't have
gotta.
time to slice up my positive feel-goods into little groups. Like, do I enjoy it? I do. Is it healthy? I don't care. Fruit roll-ups ain't healthy and I love them. I love seeing my enemies suffer.
I
the
do
lamentations
agree,
of
like,
the women, like Conan said. Like, I
There
love
are. I'm trying to think, like, if I feel. I'm really trying to think. Cause like I'm very much like am the person like, oh, look at them all fat with their no child support paying ass. Okay, that's funny, you ugly fuck. But then I just kind of let it go, and that's it.
Oh,
So
yeah,
like
that's-
I
you gotta
guess
be a bigger
maybe
person.
is there a time limit on that, or like, you know, that's what I'm saying. I feel like if you're doing it a lot, it's like an everyday thing, that might be overkill. But
Look,
or it depends on how wrong they did you. But I really don't like putting it's all about, I feel like for me it's the energy, and negative energy. I hate feeling mad, I really do, and it kind of goes hand in hand.
that's
Yeah.
the difference.
And I have a
love feeling
kid.
Anger is like,
I love the feeling, but well, no, I wouldn't say I love the feeling. I like to get hype and just talk shit, because for some reason when I'm angry and I start talking shit, I say funny stuff to myself. I find it funny. And I kind of like that. I don't know why that's what triggers. You know how they say, like,
While I do that,
you know, if I was a firebender and, you know, anger fuels my lightning and all that stuff, I feel like pettiness and stuff, you know, fuels my funny. But like, I got so much other shit going on that I don't have time to be like an asshole. So which is probably a good thing, because if I didn't have the kid, maybe I'd be worse. Who knows?
Well, see, when I get angry, I'm probably the best version of myself. What I mean by that is, my brain functions like I'm like Dr. Doom when I'm angry. Like I'm processing information faster. I'm way more critical, way more to the point. And that is where I'm like, oh, I love feeling like I'm on mental steroids. Now, that's
what it does, for sure.
That's not all levels of anger for me. Like when I'm shouting and loud and crazy, that's probably like where I'm funny or I'm just very reactive. When I'm angry to the point where I'm genuinely like beside myself with nothing but pure hostile rage, I get quiet. And that's where like, oh, he's in supervillain processing mode, where everything I'm thinking is, you know, the nuclear option for a fight or an argument. And that's where I'm like, okay, I know myself good enough. Like, yay, I've been in a content, solid relationship for what seems like 2,421 years in a good way, right? Like it's long enough that I'm like, okay, all jokes aside, I don't really try to count the real number of years because it feels overall exceptionally right. So I'm cool. But
right,
I'd be lying if I said this woman has not made me angry to the point where I go into Dr. Doom level mental capacity. Hey, quit beating up my drone. But I know myself well enough that it's like the super villainous high intelligence powers I get from being extremely angry. I know better than to use those on her because long term, not good. But just about everybody else on the planet can get it. Like, make me that angry, there's nothing saving you. Don't really care. I'll hold myself off for the benefit of her and pretty much her alone. But the people I would consider my enemies, people who have done me dirty and wrong in the past, like, I can't wait to get that mad and you be on my radar. I want to destroy your home, your family, your joy. I want to be mad at you for an hour, but I want you to feel it for the next 16 birthdays. I just want to destroy my foes.
I get it. I really, really do. But let me paint like a different picture, maybe, because like I actually haven't thought of it this way until now. So, like, I know there's at least one man out there, if you want to call him that, that truly fucking hates me. Like, probably at the amount that you probably hate this person. Maybe one or two, if I'm really being honest. But I don't really think of them, and they could probably look at me and be like, oh, she's still single, ha ha ha, and I'm in my relationship. But is the relationship good? Probably not. Who knows? It could be, but like at the end of the day, it's like, but I'm kind of happy being single, and they are thinking I'm miserable, so they're getting really off on something that's not even anything to get off on. You know what I'm saying? So there's always that element of like the other side of things. Now, in a perfect world, do I want someone knowing that I fucking loathe them and that I want them, every time they think of me, they think of the words that I said to them, and that it bothers them, it echoes in their mind and plays on a toxic loop in their head, and they can't get anywhere better in life because they're such a piece of shit? Yes. I want that sometimes for these people. But it's probably not gonna happen. I'm not that lucky.
I mean, it's probably not, but I'm just saying, like, I barely know this dude that Jenny with an I has history with, and I have no problem with him. But she is my friend, and I want her to enjoy that he went from trying to be, you know, YouTube fitness level out here, and he went to unhealthy and straight up fat. Like the whole thing just fell apart.
I feel like it's not even the friend thing. I feel like if you're not gonna be there for your kids, but you're gonna sit here and try to make like your body your only priority, like, just not
I can make
not
it
pay
worse.
attention to your kids and shit.
Because
Like, fuck that.
We're talking about somebody that's got like, who has, no joke, 2 kids, one by her and one by his current girl/wife. And it's like, the one with your wife is the one you respect and act like, oh, that's my child. But your firstborn, I don't care if you describe her as an oopsie or whatever, that's the one you act like, I don't really have resources to be financially responsible
Yeah.
for this particular child. Like, bro,
I mean,
that's your sneak, like,
I'm living through the same thing. Fool has like he's taking care of stepchildren, for God's sakes. Like, before he took care of his own. And then started making his own with this person. So yeah. If he's like that, yeah, fuck him.
I'm just trying to help her understand, like, it's okay to be like, oh, they're suffering, I'm gonna go treat myself to a cake because their pain is delicious.
Oh, for sure.
That's just where I live.
I think you should celebrate it. Yes. Is that wrong? Maybe, but guess what? Like, this dude is like doing what? Like, you're sitting here being a parent and fucking just going through all the stress and everything of doing that for how long, you know, her kids have been alive or whatever, how long he's been a piece of shit. And like, I think sometimes you kind of deserve to celebrate that shit. For sure.
And yeah, I don't have a lot of people who have done me serious dirt on this level that some of the people I know, like you and Jenny.
Hey, your feelings are valid, sir. You don't have to have a kid to know vengeance. You don't have to have a fucking broke baby mama.
I just happen to have like
wronged,
free floating rage desires for, I mean, the smallest of transgressions set me off. Like, did you break my transformer back in 2nd grade? Oh, Starscream can't walk because of you. I will never forgive you. And any chance I get.
Fucking, oh my god, you just reminded me of that movie, Deliver Us from Eva. She's like, well, you broke my baby kid. He's like, well, the bitch had to die. That shit was like, oh no. Oh, really? We just gonna do me like that? I'm not gonna even die. I'm just gonna look at my failure.
To your death. You can recover from that. It's doable.
But look, fuck it, I hate this place.
Like, no, I see where you are. There you go. Nope, that was bad. That did not work.
Why am I? You know what it is? So like, I don't know what other games I've been triggered by, but like when I do the grappling hook, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it and I know it. I know because I experimented. See, it does this. If I just do the grappling hook, it'll keep me in one place. But somewhere in my life, I have played a game where I've used something like that, and it doesn't bring me to where it's gonna go, and I have to give it an extra jump.
Oh,
that's what I've been doing.
You're hyper correcting.
So it's like muscle memory. Yeah.
Oh. Well, either way, it's quite funny, so don't stop.
Okay, what was it going? Okay,
we did this one.
But
I know we did that mission.
But wait, how do you know that she's not feeling that way? Did she say something and you're like, oh, that's funny?
Oh yeah,
she was like, no.
She acknowledges that, like, haha, this is funny, and he kind of deserves it. But she's also like, you know, y'all people with kids, y'all get soft. Like, you are having a heart and like start saying like, no one deserves all that.
I don't know if you can hear me now, but the background can come back on the kids. And it's like, you know why also? Because if we're the parent taking care of the kids, we're fucking exhausted, Justin. That's what it is.
Maybe I have too much energy. I don't know what it is.
That's the
But
problem.
maybe I have too much energy. Maybe I just don't spend a lot of energy being so hateful. But I really don't find it an inconvenience to just carry the burden of
I feel it should be known. But it should be known that you are a very pleasant person. I don't know anybody that does not like you.
If you're not on my list, I'm very pleasant.
But that's what I'm. Well, no, your list is minimal. I'm sure because like you're the type of person that everybody fucking gets along with. You don't give nobody any fucking reason to hate you, really, or do you wrong. So I feel like it doesn't happen to you enough. So when it does, you're like, like distraught.
I mean,
like,
maybe
for me sometimes I feel like, another day. I think that's how I feel.
I've never thought about it that way.
I can't.
But
I never did too until now. Because you're so likable. And just people love being around you.
I've had, that's like the second time someone's told me that in like 15 years. But, so it's like not something I hear a whole lot to be like, oh, this happens all the time. No, but similar story, or a similar instance of that being told to me. I used to play Final Fantasy 11 a lot. 4 years.
Wait, you used to play what?
Final Fantasy 11 a lot.
Oh, okay.
Online, MMO. It was a very water droplets filling a bucket type game. Like you had to really, at the beginning anyway, work very, very hard to build your character up into something worth a damn. And then let alone be good. It was very, very demanding. And so, sticking with it, doing it, whatever, yada, yada. Oh, we're running away from this mission marker, by the way.
Yeah, but it's like the pink thing's not, I don't know where it's going.
I just started this mission that we ran past because you're new to this zone, so I figure we have to do this one.
If you distract the enemy.
Oh no, I gotta talk to this bitch.
Yes.
Oh, well, we're doing this mission now.
Cops, that should get their attention.
Okay.
But you had like a guild. It was called a link shell in that game, but that's just terminology.
Okay, I'm gonna go to you.
One of my friends that I'm cool with to this day, we were struggling with some of the people in this guild. Like, there's like, what, 3 dozen people in there? It's way too many people for anyone to really keep ruly or organized. Because everyone's really just, you're playing this game that takes hours and hours and hours to make any type of progress. You're in it for yourself. And that's fine. But some people are in it for themselves so much that it's like, it's detrimental to others playing with them. You have experience where people are talking and you're like, hey, is there any part of the day where you shut the hell up because I hate your voice? And it's not even, it's so old. This is like 2001. This is so old. You couldn't talk. You're typing and people were getting on your nerves. Like, I hate them so much. Now me, I had blacklisted enough people in that game so that I could not hear their talk, not hear them read their text, that the game would tell me, like, you can no longer blacklist people. Like, I filled my server space allotment or whatever for, like, I couldn't blacklist anyone else. Because, like, aside from people spamming, like, come in town and buy gold. Spam that, I blacklist you, even though it's a fool's errand. And anyone I had the mildest piece of disagreement with, I would blacklist.
Oh, wait, hold on.
How come I can't hit them?
Wait, are you still there?
Did I just disconnect?
I don't know. I think you did for a minute.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I was unable to shoot.
That was weird.
That's super weird.
Yeah, they were all clobbering you. Like, that was just rude.
Okay, and let's have that happen again. And so, like, I would, like, waste no time telling people, like, just blacklisting, like, oh, I don't like the way your approach was about this. I don't like your stance on puppies. Blacklist. I just had no patience. Like, no patience.
Buy me more time?
And I was just silently being this, like, super passive-aggressive, mean person.
Okay, there you go. That's it.
In my mind.
Because, like, you do... you're such a Libra, and like you're smart too, to an extent, because you know I envy your ability to just not say a word and just goodbye, done. Like
I learned that from Milton in Office Space. Just quietly mumble like that's the last straw. I'll burn the place down. That's my model. Like, oh,
and I
right.
envy that to a point, because nothing gets me off more than just telling someone off when I know I'm correct, when I know I'm 100% in the right, because I can't do that if I'm not 100% in the right, unless I'm moody as shit. But I've gotten way better about that. Oh, I'm down. But you are a true fucking Libra, and you're very, and that's the thing, I don't think like, and I don't know what you were typing before you block these people, if anything, but my guess is like maybe one or two, some of them you just had to put a comment and just fucking boom, blocked them. But I'm guessing you didn't tell these people anything. You're just like,
I didn't say a word. I understood that
but you're like that game, also, I feel like
have to.
Right.
Why would I give them the time
but in person, I feel like you're very similar. I'm just experimenting since I haven't had lupus in a minute. Okay, where's my little group together? Oh, whoa! What just happened to me?
I hate them little.
What was that?
Turret dudes, they pour out way too much.
Sorry, I'm over here experimenting. I really needed to experiment somewhere else. Yeah, where the fuck is your water bin?
I'm not playing Valby, that's some random person.
Oh shit, I was like, wait, hold up. Thank you, ma'am.
I'm Sharon trying to get her to 40. I'm not.
My bad.
I am
My bad.
Valby.
These bitches all look alike. I don't give a fuck.
They kinda do.
Have to deal with it
but no, ooh, I need to kill him with a sniper.
But no, like in real life, you're kind of like that too. Like honestly, like the amount of people we've like mutually been around, I don't think any of them would know that you didn't like them, because you just don't give that energy off at all. So
that's what my friend says. He's like, when we're having disagreements inside the group, inside the guild, and it's people I can't exactly blacklist because I have an alternate level of conversation with them, and we're all on our little side chat with friends talking like, I can't stand this dude. Oh my god, I hate him so hard. And I'll be like, yeah, can't stand him either. I hope he gets lit on fire tonight and he suffers. And they're like, what do you mean? What are you complaining? You don't have a problem with anyone. Everyone likes you. That was the first time anyone ever said it to me. I'm like, I hate 90% of the people I meet. What are you talking about? And it just never occurred to me that it just seemed a different way.
99.9% of people really enjoy you and want to be around you.
Oh,
you're very likable.
In general, if I don't know your name, your last name, I probably don't care if you get, hit by a meteor.
Here's the thing, how many times where but let's think about this, okay? Like, let's be real. When we worked in a call center, people tend, especially if like you're hitting your numbers in such a way, like people start to know your name based off of like the emails and messages you're getting about who's, being on the top, blah, blah, blah. And so people just kind of know your name and know you, even if you don't know them. So there are people that were working there that like knew who you were and would like come up to you and blah 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 and talk to you, and like, I mean, they could easily write off your silentness as just being shy or whatever, but like they liked you.
Yeah, but you remember that one dude who was on our sales team in that same job? He had a missing toe or something like that. That's how I would remember him.
What?
ordered not to
He,
Okay.
the area
he
is
thought we
secured.
were cooler than we were, and he was just making jokes at my expense that I didn't know about in a one of our little sidebar trainings. Like, oh hey, we're doing this differently in the whatchamacallit system. Talking to somebody on the team, and I don't remember who he was talking to, but I just remember you know how you can tell when somebody's talking about you, and I didn't know what he was saying.
Yes.
I just know I absolutely didn't like that because I talk about people openly. If I'm gonna talk about you and like, haha, you got a head shaped like a horse's ass, I'm gonna let you know to your face I feel that way.
For sure.
And I had already decided I didn't like him
Switching to offensive.
because he
Don't
was
let
an
your guard
abrasive
down.
type person anyway.
We detected
And
a unit with a high level
I told, like that moment, I told him,
suspect a Vulgus with a massive amount
Hey.
of firepower.
Oh, that's how you do it.
that
Okay,
shit's
sorry.
not funny, bro. That shit is not funny. Stop it. Like straight
I
up.
don't
this
remember
isn't-
anybody that was missing a toe.
This is not junior high. Stop it. And he was like, he's like, I'm sorry. I got diabetes. Sometimes I get, if I don't have my medicine, I get like a bit of a dick. And I was like, I don't give a shit what your explanation is. I don't care what your excuse is. I don't have
I'm
to
down.
tolerate it. And it gets on my last good nerves. You don't want this to escalate with me. So exactly what I told him.
Dang.
Next day he comes in, that's when he gave me the apology. It's like, yeah man, blood sugar being off, not taking my meds. I just act like a dick, I'm sorry. And I was like, I don't care if you're sorry. Your apology does not
Nor
make
do I
you
care
feel-
if you have a medical condition. That's not
I
my
don't
problem.
care. Yeah, I don't care what excuse you come up with, but like seriously, in all honesty, like I don't ever need an apology because your apology today does not undo what you did yesterday and how I feel about it. Now, the fact that I wanted to park my car in your chest yesterday is not dissolved by you apologizing today. So I'm just like, look, dude, we're never going to be cool at this point. The best you can do is stay out of my way and don't talk to me. Now, this is what was
Right.
weird. He keeps attempting, because like we're co-workers, we need to have some kind of calm approach. And this is when I did the thing that I never do because I ain't no snitch. But I walked up to the greatest manager in the history of life, Frank, and I told Frank, hey, look, tell this dude to quit trying to be friends with me. It ain't ever gonna happen. Like, I'm serious. Like, it's gonna sound weird, but I'm trying to go to HR and be like, tell this dude I'm never gonna be his friend. Because if he keeps talking to me, it's gonna get bad. Like, I got nothing kind to say to
What
him.
was this? Did I just block this out mentally? Was I aware of
He
this
had
before?
a missing toe. He had black horn-rimmed glasses, an uneven, gelled up buzz cut hair style, white dude, big nose, uneven front teeth, not like a gap like mine, but he had like they were uneven, like the teeth on the left side of his mouth were longer than the other by a small margin. Like just turtle build in the centerpiece, like the back kind of curved in a concave manner, like poor posture constantly. Legs didn't look like they were stout enough to support the interior. I don't know. I don't know his name.
What?
Like a husky
Now I'm
Unabomber?
invested in this.
If you got a
I
class
don't
picture
remember.
of us working at in that whole sales group, like man, I can pick him out of a lineup. Easy.
Wait, was he on the team the entire time that we were there?
No, he was very, very short-lived. He was only there for like 2 or 3 weeks,
I need you to cover me while I
and
disable the
ended
security
up
protocol.
either
Like
getting
there in
fired
the company in general, or there in the site in
company.
general?
Only in the company for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then I'm pretty sure he got fired, but he was in and out, and I felt like, oh my god, did Frank fire this dude because I asked him to? Because I didn't directly ask him to, but am I responsible for this man having no job and not having the ability to pay his rent? Good.
Did
That's
you ever
exactly how I
ask?
felt about it. That's exactly how I felt about it. I was like, did this happen because I said that? Because like Frank was cool and he would go to bat for you. And I'm like, I don't think I had enough pull with somebody to get somebody straight fired because like, oh, I hate them. But this is also when I was on my meteoric rise to being a really good person when I it was like winning the summer contest thing for the whole site when I won that laptop and all that.
Oh yeah.
This was when I was on that rise, like, oh snap, when Frank was like, you are no longer a mediocre. You are a high-level
Security has been
performer
disabled.
now. Never go back to the old ways. And I was like, okay. He just knighted me. I feel like I've joined the
I
Night's
miss him.
Watch. But it was awesome. And this is at that point in time, around then when this dude was there. So I'm like, you know, I had that moment where I'm like, oh, do they take care of their higher performers so well that it's like, hey, this dude's bothering one of my aces, get him out of here. And they got him out of here. That's arrogance talking. I doubt it was that, but I did.
I kind of want it to be that, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I would love it because the way I genuinely felt was, I don't know this dude. I don't know what he's doing or where he's at. I just know he doesn't have a job now, and he probably has.
Did I have a problem with him?
I don't recall. I don't recall him talking to you that much, though.
Yeah, I didn't really. Well, you know, I'm not too
Was this
sociable,
when
but
you weren't on the same team as me? No, because you were always on.
we were always on the same team, except for my last few months at the company.
Oh no, this
I was
last.
with.
Oh wait, you left before.
I can't remember his name. Yeah.
But
I was on the morning crew. Remember when I switched?
Oh yeah, you switched shifts entirely. So it could have been
And
in that
then
window
Frank
of time.
was so mad. He's like, "How are you doing so good?" I'm like, "Cause it's on the morning team, bro. Like I get to leave here when the sun is still out."
And you're not selling the ghouls and goblins at 2 o'clock in the morning East Coast time. It's a lot easier to get somebody who's like, yeah, I have much better credit than someone who's calling to get television at.
Oh yeah,
1
and that's
a.m.
exactly
their
what I told
local
him.
time.
Because he was like, you know how they're always throwing us that trash of like, oh, well, you know, it doesn't matter what time of day. Motherfucker, get out of my face with that shit. Yes, it does. And I proved it.
100% makes sense, yeah. And it's like, man, if I could be number one working that night shift, imagine if I had human day hours and I wasn't working degenerate goblin hours.
Oh, you would have loved
more
it.
I would have done. Like, I would have exploded on the scene. Like, okay, well, not only am I going to have top scorecard, but I'm going to have much more sales in general. Like, instead of having to spend 45 minutes on the phone with somebody who's insane, literally, to try and get a full package sale out of it, I could have probably spent a quarter of the time, got 3 more
I
sales.
can't remember, why did they let me do that? Because they were, I think it was because that's when I was starting school. Now that I think about it. That's
I vaguely
why.
remember that, yeah. But
Yeah,
anyway, it could've been in
I
that
forgot
time
all
frame.
about that.
That dude got fired, or left. I think he got fired. I'm pretty sure he got fired. Now it just felt like, if they fired him because he was messing with the mindset of a higher performing sales agent, and I'm indirectly responsible for a man losing his job and not being able to put food on his table, pay his rent, and maybe he has a roommate or something that's dependent on his half of the rent. My thought was, I'm completely fine with that.
Well, then you totally, okay, if he's...
racks on racks, and went home dancing happy. Like, it felt great. I had no concern.
But this is what I was trying to tell you. So, like, there was your reputation within... Well, no. Let me start it off with this shit. You and I are different. But when it comes to, like,
We need to check
thoughts process on certain things, such as talking shit, like, and just being not too social, I would say. Like, I feel like we're on the same page. So, yeah, we're pretty much on the same page as that. I feel like very similar book, I would say. Now, or same chapter, probably that's better to say. Now, your reputation in the company was probably different than my reputation, because how was I seen all the time as a fucking bitch? Now, was I okay with that? Probably. I'm pretty content with that.
I don't know anyone that called you a bitch, but I do distinctly remember before I got to know you, you were declared the Scorpion Woman, and that was...
Wait, was that before you got to know me? I thought that was during.
I didn't know you really well at that point in time. We were not cool yet when you were given that title, and I just loved it. I was like, oh, that's the coolest. The Scorpion Woman? I would love that title. That's awesome. Not for me, but that's fantastic.
I was gonna say.
The
I'm down.
fear, the reverence.
I thought you were part of that.
No, I
Hey,
only
the
was part of it
repeater?
because
I don't know how long
I
it'll
started.
last.
I was a TA3 and I had time on my hands, and I drew you as the woman of Scorpions.
Keep
Oh, I'm
coming.
down.
Watch out for those with heavy
It's
weapons.
That's funny.
Your
Do a
mods
lot
for
of damage
defense.
to the repeater.
You're
I know.
you're kind of squishy.
Well, also, yeah, I am. But also, like, I'm over here experimenting. I can't remember. I gotta, at some point,
Oh, the
remember
weapon play
all the
style is very
buttons.
different than the bunny. Oh, we're about to lose this mission because
Yeah.
what's his name? Volstagg? What's the dude up there? He is not.
Okay, that's my bomb.
The zone. Steel Edge.
Auto
Get your-
zone. Ow!
Get up here and play some defense, sir.
Yeah, and I'm the one that's always like in the middle of the fucking fight. It seems like I'm a jackass and just always be up in the middle of it. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think we're too far out because we got along. We talked a lot of shit. We had fun, and like not very. Like, we're not black and white, you know what I mean? So, we're not that different, but people enjoyed you more. Way more. Than they probably enjoyed me. I feel like I'm an acquired taste. Where you at? Did you die too?
No, you died. We.
And you didn't save me.
completed.
Wonderful.
From being
Oh no,
destroyed.
it was save you or
Job
save the
to
machine.
send it.
That's where I was at with that. It was like, oh.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, but we completed by the time. Okay,
completed,
I'm good.
that's
I'm okay with that
important.
decision.
But it's like, see, like I never had a problem getting along with you. I never.
Well,
had
that's
a
what I'm saying,
problem
but
getting
that's the
along
thing. Oh, with
Like, most
anybody except for that one person, but that's just like a
with-
one-off. That's what I'm saying.
People I didn't like.
99.9.
I don't wanna put nobody's names out there, but there was a particular dude that you gotta remember me not liking because we went to whatever restaurant they took us to. We won something and they took us to the steakhouse,
Okay.
and we came back
Oh.
and
Uh-huh.
that I'm gonna keep my commentary minimalized so I can post this on YouTube. But that dude that was always in somebody's business talking like he was friends with people was asking for like leftovers. This is the same dude that when I won that contest, he offered me cash for my prize for winning the summer contest. Same
No,
dude.
he did not.
Yeah, he did. He straight up did. And I was like, first of all, quit talking to me like you know me. Second of all, you don't know me. And the truth about it is, I've never said a word to you, but I hate hearing you from 7 cubicles away. I can't stand the sound of your voice. I can't stand the words you say, the combination of words you place. I can't stand it, dude. I don't like looking at his face. I don't like the way he dressed. I don't like the way he walked. I don't like the intonation of his voice, the speech patterns he chose. I don't like his mannerisms. I don't like the way his eyes sat in his skull. I do not like this dude. And I was very transparent about it to everybody. And I told you. And you encouraged me
You
to be mean and
probably
evil.
did.
You encouraged me to be mean and evil. And I was like, nah, I'm going to be professional. I'm going
That
to try
sounds
to stay
right.
away from him. He's not on our team. Why is he always over here? And
Oh my. Wait.
it wasn't the
Okay,
little
I
dude
gotta-
with the short arms. It was a different dude. See how I remember people by physical abnormalities? I think that's because I'm an asshole. I think that's why.
Oh, I'm the same way, but like, here's the thing. That was so long ago, and you know how my memory be. Now I really want to know. But he asked you for leftovers?
I brought back a full loaded baked potato. It's
Okay.
my whole steak, but I brought back a full loaded baked potato and like something else, like some garlic bread, like, you know, delicious side pieces.
Yes,
And
yes.
here come Big Hungry, like, ooh, can I get a bite of that? I'll get that off you, man. You don't need all that, blah, blah, blah. Like, shut up. First of all, if you knew square one about me, do not even attempt to mess with my food.
So he was serious.
I don't know, but it's just like something you don't
Okay,
joke
hold on.
about.
It's gonna pause. Hold up.
It's like, don't joke about my food.
Wait. Just wait. Now I'm curious who.
I never
trying to
knew
be-
his
oh, wait.
name. He looked like a Muppet without the fuzz. Is that a good way to describe him? He looked like a hairless Muppet.
Here's the problem, like there are so many people in that call center, like just weirdos sometimes. And like
MFWs, mutants, freaks, and weirdos all through there, yes. But like the ones I remember the names of, they were cool. I had no problem with them. And
yeah.
But like, it's crazy when you can make me not like you, and I don't even know your name.
Right. That's true. Wait, okay, private or public? You want to do public?
I don't remember this one, so yes. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go public on it and just
Public.
try and get carried. But yeah. Oh wait, it can't hear us on the recording on this loading screen.
The entrance to the ruins is blocked.
Did you hit
We
private?
need to get an engineering unit to break through.
Oh no.
We'll send you an engineering unit once all Vulgus near the entrance have been removed.
Well, looks like it's just
Eugen
gonna be
will
my
lead the engineering
audio
unit
since
to
the
the
game
scene
is
while keeping an eye on the
glitching.
ruins entrance.
Side note, the
Understood,
reason we
HQ.
have to do the
Or
audio
now.
this way is because I'm a degenerate and I'm playing on a console. Not on PC like a grown-up. Yet. Having some hardware issues with my and then she's playing on desktop like an adult would, or PC like an adult would. And so the in-game audio is all this PlayStation capture. The in-game audio is terrible. And I'm sure anyone who's watching this has noticed. And if you have stuck around this long, I richly appreciate you listening to us ramble about our time working at a call center and all this nonsense with a little bit of game footage of us being extremely mediocre at this. It's just a little game, as much as we are. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I know it's a terrible place to do it in the middle of an
Is that
integration,
voice?
but
It seems to be the voice of the
technical
ruins'
difficulties,
internal
man.
system.
What are you gonna do?
But we have no records of any such system.
Thank you for
Perhaps
watching.
the ruins
We'll
are
probably
reacting
do
to the
next
iron
week
heart.
another episode of us
This is a good
jibber-jabbering
sign.
about some nonsense rather than just
Very
us jibber-jabbering
significant
nonsense
number
while
of
playing a
volts
game.
signaled.
But if this format works,
I believe you can handle that
we're
many.
very new to this.
It
As
was a much tougher
you can tell by
situation
quality
when
of
the
things and still
investigative
getting our
corps
act
first
together.
discovered the ruins.
But if background video gameplay over
I lost all
mindless
of my
jibber-jabber of
teammates in that
nonsense
operation.
is a good hit,
One of them was a
feedback is
powerful
hugely
descendant who was
appreciated.
being
Thank you
considered
very
for
much.
commander.
Like, share,
He was
subscribe,
better than me in every way.
and eat your vegetables.
I want to commemorate
and,
the souls of those
Make
who
sure
fell
you're getting
in that
enough
operation
fiber.
by seizing the
Dietary
iron
fiber.
heart.
It's apparently very important.
Descendant, I will send you the route by comparing it with past